मिशन मजनू ऐसे ही एक वतन के दीवाने की कहानी है, वो दास्तां जो इतिहास के पन्नों में कहीं नहीं है. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the heartthrob of millions, the darling of the nation. She makes millions of hearts skip a beat. Individually, there are live wires. तो on screen तो सोचिए क्या गजब होने वाला है to see both of them together in a movie. So let's all make some noise for the lead pair of Mission Majnu, the handsome and charming Sidharth Malhotra and the gorgeous and ravishing Rashmika Mandanna. Sid, Rashmika.
What's up?
Am I allowed to say welcome to Mission Majnu?
Yes, we were welcomed last month also. Yeah. The teaser dropped in, but today our trailer comes out. Are you guys excited to see the trailer?
You know, they're so excited, Sid. I have to say, when you walked in, there is a level of enthusiasm that's there in this hall that nobody was clapping because they're like phone pakad ke sab baithe hain ki oh ek shot na miss ho jaye na Sid ka na Rashmika ka na trailer ka. Guys, I promise you we're not going to play the trailer once. We could be playing it more times than once. But Sid, more importantly, you know, considering we're on the subject of Mission Majnu, can I just ask you a very important question? Do you prefer being on mission, or do you think that you're more of a Majnu?
I think being a Majnu comes from being extremely passionate, and I think you can't accomplish anything in life if not passionate. So I think बिल्कुल जज्बात है, passion है, तो Majnu हूँ.
So you're a Majnu for your mission.
Yes, Majnu for my mission, for my own passion.
How nice! I mean, everyone would like a Majnu like that, right? Well, speaking about a Majnu like that, now imagine if your character Nasreen, Rashmika, were to wake up one day and realize that the person she is in real life, like imagine if Rashmika were to wake up and realize that the person or the partner she's with is actually an undercover agent. How would you react?
As in, she wouldn't know, no?
No, eventually pata chal gaya to.
If you catch him.
God. If I catch
that mission is unsuccessful from his part.
No, I will keep it a secret and support him in his mission.
Wow. अभी मतलब कि आप दोनों
मतलब twist, इतना बड़ा twist कि suddenly
यहाँ पे
maybe these are hints for the film, guys. You never know.
यहाँ पे अपने मिशन के लिए मजनू बन रहे हैं, ये अपने मजनू के लिए मतलब मिशन पे जा रहे हैं. You guys are really well cast.
इतनी आसानी से इनको convince कर दिया आपने कि मेरी असलियत ये नहीं है. Okay.
पहले तो प्यार है ना, so I think because of the love, anyone will do anything.
So you'd go to any lengths for love.
Yes.
Lovely.
Wow, Rashmika. No wonder. I mean, like, you know, even the nation goes to any lengths to love you back.
Oh, thank you.
And you, Sid, of course.
Thank you.
All right. Well, speaking about love, we know that Netflix is a platform that we all love, but more importantly, your first time. I'm going to shoot this question right at both of you. Sid, your thoughts. You're on Netflix for the first time. What are your thoughts?
I think it's a great platform for a subject like this. Mission Majnu, talks about a real-life incident, obviously which is fictionalized because of the subject. It's a covert operation that India did in the 1970s. We all watch content on Netflix today, and I think this is the first time we are bringing it to your homes and entertaining you right in the comfort of your homes. So hopefully we'll all get the love right back that we've tried to put across. So looking forward to 20th of Jan, guys.
Yes, absolutely. You should underline that date, 20th of Jan. And Rashmika, what are your thoughts?
I'm truly very excited for my Netflix debut. I think I am totally looking forward to it. And of course, we are in a space where everyone at every homes have access to, Netflix. And I'm so glad to debut. And I look forward to this. Thank you.
Well, that's absolutely wonderful. But the one thing that we're looking forward to is, of course, the trailer. And what better way to do it than to have the lead couple on stage with us. Are we ready? Yeah. I don't even think we'll have to go as far as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to let you cue it. Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you guys ready?
Go for it, Sid.
All right.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. I mean, जितनी सीटियाँ और जितनी तालियाँ हमें यहाँ मिल रही हैं, you know that the trailer has been a complete success, and I love it. You know, I was watching the two of you. You're smiling, you're looking at it. Sid, you're also a bit. You know, there was a point. I don't know how many of you saw Sid in real because you were all busy watching him in the trailer. He's like he was so impressed. I mean, isn't this great that you're impressed with your own trailer because it's so good?
Excited the fact with how it's looking on the big screen, with the correct sound and everything when it all comes together. Everyone works really hard as a team, but eventually all of us become emotional or nervous on the day of release, on the week of release. So we're like a few weeks away from release, and this is our trailer. So we're extremely eager and excited to showcase the film.
What are your thoughts as soon as you saw it?
I absolutely love it. Do you guys like it? Yeah, my reaction is the same. I'm truly, what can I say? I'm short on words, but it's nice to watch it on the big screen. Yeah.
Of course, and you both, I mean, I have to say this, and I've never said this publicly. Every time I see you both on the big screen or even on my phone or wherever else, I mean, not that I'm stalking you, maybe a few days I am, but I'm like, these two have no bad angles. Like, where are your bad angles? I have this entire side which is a bad angle, but you guys have no bad angles.
No, you're just being too kind.
It's good technology, good cameraman, everything.
Teams.
Great makeup.
Great makeup. We have so many facilities today.
Oh yeah, it's a great team, yeah? A-team. Yes. All right, well, speaking of A-team, we are going to do the honors of inviting the rest of the cast and, of course, some very important people who are the forces behind Mission Majnu. Please put your hands together and cheer them on as I call them on stage. Can we have on stage Parmeet Sethi, Sharib Hashmi, our director Shantanu Bagchi, producers Ronnie Screwala, Amar Batala and Garima Mehta, and of course welcoming back on stage Monica Shergill, Vice President Content Netflix India. The A-team behind Mission Majnu. Are we all settled?
Monica's not coming?
Okay. We're missing Monica.
Yeah, where is she? Come. Yeah, we have a seat with your name on it.
We can't start this one without you, Monica.
Yes. Come.
I know that, firstly, welcome everyone. Good evening. I know we've all met backstage, but here I'm just going to do the formal thing so we don't look rude in front of them, right? Well, but more importantly, take a good look at our A-team. It's right here. And, you know, Shantanu, I'm going to start with you. So if, you know, it's your debut film as a director, and you have a lead pair like Sid and Rashmika. Now, what's the one thing that you were in complete awe of when you were shooting with Sid and likewise with Rashmika?
Basically, when a director gives a context and knows what he's shooting, the most wonderful experience is when the actors go beyond his expectation. Okay? So that's something I felt many times while shooting this film. And I think that's just fantastic, you know, because you know you are expecting the scene to be at a certain level, performance to be at a certain level, but they go beyond your expectation, and it has happened many times. Yep.
Yeah, no, we can see that. I mean, I'm going to come back to Sid with those questions, the going beyond your expectation ones. But this is, it's a, you know, you can tell that even both of them have really been like, you know, they've been taken to a point where the performance is just, you don't know where to look, who to get your eyes on, and the entire package looks fantastic. So many congratulations.
Thank you.
Parmeet, I'm going to move on to you.
Sure.
You always come with a promise. What's your promise this time?
I think my promise this time is that this mission that the producer and the director and Netflix have is going to be successful. And it's not very easy to get everything right. I believe in this film. I think whether it's the acting, the direction, every department of the film has got it right, I think. So I think it's a complete film, and I hope everybody likes it.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you know, there are many things that have been tackled in as far as this film is concerned. There's romance, there's action, there's drama, and then, you know, the entire package of it being a family film. And like you said, you know, just about getting it right. Sharab, I'm going to just come to you. Speaking of, you know, you always get it right. Like वहाँ पे तो लिखा है mission, हमारा mission. There was that line of yours, suicide mission hai. But यहाँ क्या mission है आपका? Like how does it happen? Do the good parts just come to you, or you go to the good parts? मतलब what's the deal? Like how are you? What happens to the rest of the actors around?
सबसे पहले तो शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत and happy new year. Happy new year दोस्तों. मैं मतलब जो आपने कहा उसके लिए मैं इतना ही कह सकता हूँ कि दिल के खुश रखने को शारिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है.
नहीं ये ख्याल नहीं है, ये पूरी असलियत है.
मैं मतलब I can only say that I've been really fortunate that I've got really good opportunities to work with really beautiful people जो यहाँ पर भी काफ़ी इसमें से बैठे हैं. और I'm so proud that this is my first film on Netflix and
yours too, all right?
Yeah.
Many congratulations.
Thank you. तो मैं तो बहुत इस वक्त खुशी से फूला नहीं समा रहा हूँ. अमर पाजी, गरिमा, हम बहुत पुराने दोस्त हैं. ये प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं फिल्म, तो मेरे लिए रोनी सर, सिद्धार्थ, रश्मिका, मोनिका.
Squeaking in happiness, it's lovely, we love it.
तो मैं तो इस वक्त बहुत खुश हूँ और उम्मीद करता हूँ लोगों को मेरी ये खुशी फिल्म में भी ट्रांसलेट होगी और लोगों को फिल्म भी पसंद आएगी इंशाल्लाह.
जी बिल्कुल, हमने जितना देखा है जो रिएक्शन मतलब जो होता है ना एक बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. चाहे नो मैटर व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इन इंडिया, जब आपको सीटी मार प्रोमो मिलता है या सीटी मार ट्रेलर मिलता है, सो यू ऑलरेडी नो यू आर ऑन अ ग्रेट विकेट. मतलब यू आर अहेड बाय लीप्स एंड बाउंड्स. तो वो वाला जो टेस्ट है वो पास हो गया है अभी 5 मिनट में.
वैसे ये फिल्म मेरे लिए और स्पेशल इसलिए है, मेरी वाइफ का बर्थडे है 20 जैन को.
ओहो.
और मेरी बेगम का नाम है नसरीन.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really.
That's her character name and
Yeah.
ये पिक्चर आपके लिए तो नहीं बनी ना?
आपसे सिर्फ एक सवाल है, आप अभी अंडर कवर तो नहीं है ना? अच्छा फिर ठीक है.
मैं अंडर कवर हूँ. वैसा वाला.
फिर ठीक है. You know, Sid, I'm going to come to you, and I've been wanting to ask you this question ever since Shantanu, you know, spoke about the two of you, and the action is impeccable. Like I don't see you keeping your feet on the ground, and as you shouldn't also be keeping your feet on the ground after we've seen this trailer. Did you like have to go the extra mile? Because this is next level action.
So I think Mission Majnu is not entirely an action film. I mean, it's tough to call that, but we do have sequences where it's extremely thrilling. It's a spy thriller for us, and I think what the writers and the producers and even our directors tried is to keep it a little more authentic and real world, where a spy would never jump out with guns blazing. It's not a James Bond character. But there are certain situations in the film where he has to resort to some extreme action. The train action that you see here was something that we are very excited about as a team. And this was my first time doing action on top of a train as a classic hero. So I loved it. I think it adds to the thrill of the film. We've done many, like we shot this sequence in Lucknow, we shot the sequence in Bombay. We even did some underwater sequence to complete it, to complete the story of that action sequence. So yeah, I think it's a complete film. We're hopefully true to the genre that we're promising, and we're looking forward to the 20th of Jan now.
Absolutely, you find a mainstream hero on a train, and I'm telling you, it's a recipe for success.
With the wind and
yes.
hawa chal rahi hai or something.
Last time it was Sholay.
I'm like,
Sholay thi bhai,
Yeah.
train ka
In
sequence.
1970s, the same collar thing. I was excited actually to play 1970s. I could ape my idol like Mr. Bachchan. I think I've only seen his films. I wasn't in the 70s, obviously, there, but I really enjoyed it, man. I think Sharib has a cool look. He's got the maximum 70s, like he's got a locket which says love, and he's wearing the shades, and this guy is the most colorful one. Yeah, sideburns. सारा 70s इसके costume में डाल दिया हमने.
Yeah,
तो बाकी
he has-
picture में थोड़ा कम रखा है हमने.
see, Sharib, we're not doing this, but the
ये
good
तो इनका
parts
प्यार
and-
है शांतनु सर का, और क्या.
Well, Ronnie, we can't have you on stage and have you quiet for this long. So my next question is to you. No one better to answer this question but you. As a producer, what was it? Like, what was that one point? I know it's never one thing, but what was that one thing where you were just like, okay, this is it. I'm not going to let go of Mission Majnu as a project, and I'm definitely going to back it.
So, we all talk about events that are close to true events and movies and stories that need to be done there. I think most of the time when we're visualizing biopics and true events, it's about what you know. But I think the untold stories make even more greater cinema, make greater storytelling. And I think Mission Majnu is exactly that. It's about a behind the scenes. It's about the people, the unsung heroes. It's about the people who actually make the difference. It's about not the true events that we know of, that we averted something. It's about the true events of things that we didn't even know about. Because today in the real world, about one event you hear, there are 399 that incredibly brave men and women around the world are saving us. And I think that to me was the bullseye for why this script, this story has a very strong appeal.
I mean, and the way you say it, it just makes us even more like, I would almost be like, I'm restless now because I want to watch it, because it's a story which is based on true events, and at the same time, like you said, it's the unsung heroes. So we want to definitely know more about them. Sounds extremely interesting. Amar, I'm just going to come to you. Thank you for taking the mic and staying ready for my question. So, every time there's a script around patriotism, so, it's already a winner, because we are, as Indians, we're so patriotic all through the year. Now, of course, being the timing of it is perfect, because it's around 26th of Jan. Our feelings are heightened, which is a great thing. And it's got action, and like Sid corrected me, it's not just action, it's got romance, and it's a watch for the entire family to sit down together and be like, okay, this is what we're going to watch. So as a producer, when you're backing a project like this, do you think of all these layers, or you're like, okay, this idea is great, and then we build up on it?
I just want to say one thing before that, because you kept saying action and romance. There's a story. There's an incredible story here.
Yes.
So just wanted to say
and
that.
an incredible story, which is based on true events. So I just wanted to know, so how does it all come together for you?
So, actually, I think we don't tell enough stories about our raw agents. What they do across borders in enemy land, we don't know enough. We know the James Bond, we know the big action films that, which is far away from what really happens to our heroes there. And I think for us, Mission Majnu was a personal account of what raw agents go through and what their struggles are, the duality of their lives. And I think that personalization is really what the big USP of the script is. And I think that's what we hope will, is something that the audiences will pick up as well.
I'm sure they will. Rashmika, I'm going to ask you, a question which is based a little bit more about the music, which we haven't spoken about enough. Some of the tracks have caught on. We're listening to a few tracks even in the middle of the trailer. Right at the end, there's this really nice patriotic track. So that's the music of it. When we see the two of you together in a romantic track, there is, as an on-screen Jodi, if you give me permission to use that word, you both look fantastic. What was it like? Day one with Sid on set. What was that for you like?
Do you remember the scene?
Oh no, really?
No, because it was such a quick, I think after the COVID, first lockdown is when we shot, and those 20 days, 25 days, 25 days was my sked, and I remember just being on set very nervous, because this was the first Hindi film that I had shot. And I was very nervous with, I didn't know for sure what sort of working atmosphere it was. And of course, every new team that you walk into, every new character that you're doing and the story that you're saying, sort of like, you have that butterflies in your tummy, right? Before you walk into a set. But I think I remember that first sked in Lucknow it was very quick because I miss it so much. We had such a blast. We were constantly creatively on a high because we wanted to sort of get it right. you know. And I remember doing that. We had rehearsals, we had readings, and at the same time we would go to the set, and you know, it was like quick work, and yeah, it was just like so amazing. I want to go back in time.
Well, that's a great review from day one at work. Garima, I'm just going to come to you. You know, being a producer, it's all about, like I would imagine, that it's all about making choices, and now about, you know, getting the action or the right director or getting romance, and of course, you know, what story you want to back. So what are the big choices that you had to make when it came to Mission Majnu?
Well, good evening, everyone. See, life is about making choices, right? And for this film, I think what binds us all together is the passion and the belief we had in the story. And then everything just flowed. I think we all just came together, and hopefully the film has come together very well, and hopefully all of you will enjoy it.
Absolutely. We're loving every bit of what we're seeing right now, whether it was on the big screen and even on stage. Monica, right before we open it out to the members of the press and everyone in the audience, my question to you, 11 days to go. What about Mission Majnu will strike a chord with the viewers of Netflix?
I think it's a film with a big, big heart. And I think that's what really, for me, that's what mattered when I, you know, sort of saw it, when I came to know about the story. And everyone's performances have come together so well. It's phenomenal direction. And I think the most important thing is that it's a story that we all must know. It's such an important part of history. But like Ronnie rightly said, and Amar, that a lot of people don't know what's happened behind the scenes. It's one of the most daring covert missions. And I think as Indians, as people in this, citizens of this country, this film is, you know, important at so many levels. But the most important thing for me is that it's big entertainment. It's big-hearted entertainment. It has everything for a family to watch. And for me, when I'm looking at stories, or we are all as a team picking up stories, it's very important that you're not just telling a story for a message. You have to entertain your audiences. And I think this film is so complete in its entertainment that I don't think once you start watching it that you can stop.
I fully agree with you. I mean, I've definitely marked my calendars. Thank you so much for talking to us. We're not letting you go. We're going to open it out to everyone in the hall. And of course, Sirf 11 Din Ka Intezar and Mission Majnu will be on Netflix for us to watch. एक कहानी जो अब तक किसी ने नहीं सुनी, उस कहानी को Netflix हम तक ला रहा है. But जो बात मुझे सबसे प्यारी लग रही है is the whole flavor of, you know, of course, a love for the country. हम सब मजनू हैं देश के लिए, and I'm sure जब film release होगी, हम मजनू, Mission Majnu के लिए भी बन जाएंगे. I've said that many times, right? It's almost like a tongue twister. So I'm going to do exactly what all of you want me to do right now. Keep quiet and open it out. So members of the press, audience, anybody questions? Please feel free to ask.
Hi, out here.
Yes.
Okay.
Lady at the back, please.
Hi,
there.
out here.
Okay,
Hi.
wow, okay.
Alice Peter from Bollywood Hungama. First of all, such an amazing trailer. Congratulations, you guys, for this one. Can't wait for it. My question's for Sidharth. When you play a role like this, where enough about it is out there for people to know, but yet there are moments where a lot is hidden. How do you prepare for a role like that? And how easy or difficult was it for you to switch between being a man on a mission and a man who's a Majnu?
So I think we actually technically don't know much about such covert missions because the purpose of it is to keep it a secret. None of the teams can really come out and claim they've done that, or we'll never get the exact details. But now possibly 50 years later we know connecting the dots, and that's what our writers have done all the homework to make sure that we get the right balance of being authentic and yet add our flavor of commercial cinema onto it to make it a streamlined story. So the character that I play or we play are completely fictitious, but the events that happen when it is are real, something that have happened. And we did a lot of readings and workshop. I remember in my house, be it, Amar, Garima, Shantanu, we would just sit down and start doing readings of the script and coming up with ideas as to what and how we can do the particular scene. Even this sewing machine right here, this old school one, I've possibly is the same one that I've practiced and rehearsed on for that one scene, trying to get the actual authentic way of making clothes in 1970s. And I think the rest was something that we've all tried. Every scene was different. Every scene had a different flavor. So we're really excited for the 20th of Jan now. For people, this is my first time playing a spy, so I'm extremely excited to see what people think.
And sit on a scooter for the first time as well. So
Yeah, even the scooter, even the 70s scooter with that lovely color. What do you call that color?
Lambrata, what is it?
Yeah, but
Yeah?
that color is such a unique. There's a name for it, which none of us know. So that 70s scooter and this sewing machine for me.
Hi, Monica.
All right.
Hello. Hi, Pooja here from Awesome TV. Congratulations to the entire team. The trailer looks simply awesome. My question is to the director, Shantanu Bagchi. So the film is set in 1970s. So what were the most important elements you wanted to focus on to bring 1970s in life?
First of all, as Sid has already talked about, that he is driving a scooter, which normally in a Hindi film, hero will not drive, right? The way you have seen the trailer, you have seen the glimpses of it, that what is the environment, what is that world, what kind of costume they are wearing, what kind of vehicles you see, how the other people, the streets, or the architecture, okay, which has to resonate with the time period, which is this happening between 1974 and 1977. So these are the elements one would go for and try to see that if we can create that feel, okay, which is authentic, where your story blossoms, right?
Okay, Sid, it's your birthday month, so firstly, happy birthday in advance.
Oh, thank
and
you.
You're already treating all your fans with this amazing, beautiful trailer and the film this month. So what are your plans apart from Mission Majnu promotions?
Is to release it on 20th of Jan. Hopefully it all goes by plan now. Well, I think it's exciting every time to present a film, and this time I think it's after many years. It's on my birthday month, so hopefully that's my gift to all of my fans, is to entertain them on the 20th of Jan.
Hi, Monica.
Thank you.
Yeah. Netflix, of course, is starting the year with a bang with Mission Majnu. What else can we expect from 2023?
I think we are very excited that, like you rightly said, starting with a bang with Mission Majnu. We have a lot of big series and films coming. We have amazing creators and talent coming. I think we are starting with Mission. We've already announced Archies, which will also come later this year. We have Rana Naidu. We have a very powerful series coming actually this, what's the date today? Today is 9th. Yes, on 13th. We have a series called Trial by Fire, which is a very powerful series on the Upar cinema tragedy, which happened in Delhi. And we have Guns and Gulabs by Rajan DK. We have Vishal Bhardwaj's Khufia. And a lot of, I could, Hansal Mehta's Scoop. So a lot of amazing sort of films and series that are coming, a lot of non-fiction, some very powerful documentaries. But I think today is about Mission Majnu, and I'm just really happy that this really powerful film is going to open the original film slate for us this year.
Hey guys, Shravan here from Ismaili. What a fab trailer. My question is to you, Rashmika. You play a visually impaired lady in the film. Did you undergo a training for it, and was it difficult playing this one?
Yeah, I went to a 2-week, 3-week intense training, which was very, very scary to say, because I remember initially I had to start with just blindfolding myself, and I reached to a point where I could make like aloo sabzi without looking. lighting the, lighting the, you know, everything. There was a tennis ball, you know, thrown at me, and I had to close my eyes and catch it, sense it and catch it, and I had to count my steps in and out of the place I was training at and everything. So this went on for almost 2-3 weeks, and I think, and wow, that was quite hard, intense. Yeah, so, but I realized that when one of your senses are, you know, taken away, all your other senses just like highlighten. And I really, I realized this, and I think while shooting also, I had to figure out a way which was comfortable for me to maintain throughout the whole, you know, performing this character. And yeah, I have a technique that I'll tell you later, not right now, but yeah, it was very interesting as an actor.
That's why she has that line ना कि आप आपके इत्र को हमने सूंघ लिया, इतने भी खुफिया नहीं हैं आप, कब से आपके इत्र को, because the smell sense is something which is heightened, and that's what we use in the film as well, very subtly, but I think quite interestingly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi. Akriti here from Absolute India News. My question is to the producers of the film. Sir and ma'am, first of all, the trailer looks amazing. I want to know, like we see, Mission Majnu is a film with stellar cast. Was this something you guys were actively involved with? For three of you?
I'm sorry, the last part I didn't hear you.
Was this something you guys were actively involved with?
Absolutely. I mean, we worked very close with the director to get this cast together. I think we were lucky that the writers had written some really good parts, not just for Sid and Rashmika, but also, you know, the supporting cast around them. And we had Mukesh Chabra in our corner, who's managed to do some fantastic casting. And yeah, we were very involved in trying to get the right actors for the parts.
Hi, Parmeet. My question is to you, actually. Is it audible? Yes. Hi, Parmeet. My question is to you. You have been around for... Parmeet, yeah.
Okay, hi.
Yes. You have been around in the industry for over 2 decades, right? And you've seen the industry change in ways. But today I feel it's the most exciting time for actors because you get to perform different kind of roles, which perhaps was not possible earlier. I mean, because of many reasons. But I want to know from you, what is it that excites you today as an actor? What kind of roles are you really wanting to play in today's time? And what drew you to your character in Mission Majnu, hence?
The last part?
What drew you to your character in the film?
I'll take that last first. What drew me to this character was this is a real life character. And it's very rare that you actually get a chance to play a real life, you know, person who has done so much for the country. So it is a complete no-brainer for me to do this character, number one. And the first part of the question, what was it first part? Yeah, the changes. The change is that it's getting more and more real as the character is getting more real. The direction is getting more and more subtle. There are a lot of more nuances in what an actor has to do today. So the typical Bollywood acting that one started off with has now come to, you know, having very nuanced performances. That's what the public really loves now. So yeah, that change is pretty much, I've seen that, yeah.
अमर जी, मेरा सवाल आपसे है, भावना नव भारत.
Hi, Bhavna.
हमने आपको सलमान खान फिल्म में इतनी बढ़िया कंटेंट ड्रिवन स्टोरीज करते हुए देखा है. फॉक्स में भी एंड में भी आपने बहुत अच्छी स्टोरीज चूज की थी. लेकिन यहाँ आप प्रोड्यूसर के तौर पे आए हैं और ये इतनी आज जब हमने इसका ट्रेलर देखा तो बहुत अच्छी लगी, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि बहुत अच्छी फिल्म है. लेकिन इस तरह की जो फिल्मों की अगर हम बात करें तो मैं 2 फिल्मों का जिक्र करना चाहूँगी. एक राधी, जिसको बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार मिला, लेकिन एक दूसरी भी फिल्म आई थी, वो थी रॉ, जिसमें जॉन थे, फिर भी वो उतनी पसंद नहीं की गई. तो पहली फिल्म अपनी इस सब्जेक्ट पे लेते हुए क्या कहीं आपको कुछ डर था, या फिर आपने जानबूझकर ये फिल्म चूज की?
डर तो बिल्कुल नहीं था, and I think that was validated by all the people on stage right now, because when we took the script to them, whether it was Ronnie who backed it, and Sid and Rashmika and Monica at Netflix, I think everybody has enjoyed watching the film. They know it's good material. और तो डर तो बिल्कुल नहीं था. I think excitement था कि एक अच्छी पिक्चर, एक अच्छी स्क्रिप्ट मिली है और उससे एक अच्छी पिक्चर बने. तो both Razi and Raw are both good films, लेकिन हमारी कहानी उससे थोड़ी अलग है और I think it will engage audiences across across the globe.
I think short answer is जानबूझ के.
Exactly.
जानबूझ के, yeah, right.
Sidharth, yours.
Sorry, can I just say this? There was a dancing hand there for a long time, that gentleman with specs. Yes, he's been waiting forever.
Can we give him a mic, please?
Sorry, I'm just cutting
Okay,
the
so
but
yeah.
he's been...
All right, we'll give it to the
That's a new
first two
step.
dancing
Yes,
hands
he's
then.
They're only
Yeah, got it.
they're saying Dilair Mehndi fans.
Hi, thank you so much. Hi, this is Mayur from Beyond Bollywood. Unfortunately, I came a little late. I missed the trailer. But my question is, I think Sidharth can answer, and also the director.
First, you see the trailer.
Definitely, sir. You can be assured about that. I'll watch it the moment this press con is over. Obviously, I asked this question as a fan of the genre, and when it comes to these spy films, and especially in the Indian context, I wonder whether these spy activities were perhaps more prominent in that time when technology wasn't that great, where spies would perhaps have easy access to enemy territories. But in today, obviously, with such technological advancement, I wonder, I'm just curious to know, whether sending spies, in enemy territory is now a little difficult. Sidharth and the director, can you
Well, I've
throw some
never
light?
sent anyone on a mission. Last, when I sent someone across the border, I can only answer as a creative person.
On your understanding of, since
See, whatever we researched in recent times, or the times that in the 70s, is definitely was very difficult to communicate between countries in the 70s. That's why they were the secrecy, or one had to go to a location to make a phone call, or they would send it by code. Obviously, with time, technology has changed. Even how we consume content has changed over the years. There was only cinema then. Today we have Netflix and other platforms to watch. So I'm sure, as far as I'm concerned, just purely as an audience, I'm sure the today's spies have different methods. But we are playing a far more retro or a more original, raw spy, even because of the agencies that were formed they were new agencies which was formed from India's point of view. And they had just started systems like these to protect the country. So yeah, I can only speak about Mission Majnu, and here we are playing the true original OG people who possibly would have gone to other countries to protect their own.
Would the director, Shantanu, like to add to it?
Okay. See, the thing is that even in that time, it was as difficult, okay? Because people would take that much of protection, and when you are going for big stuff, okay? When you have to find out information which is very critical, it will be well guarded, right? So it's not that at that time there was no, we didn't have today's technology means it was easy. It was never easy, okay? Today we have technology on both the sides, the spies and the people who are guarding the secrets.
Correct.
So that more or less remains, throughout ages, I suppose. I don't know whether I've answered your question. Yeah.
Fair enough. Just I wanted as a perspective, as a filmmaker, as an actor, who do research on these subjects. Thank you so much. And
Siddharth, your
thank you to the
center.
MC.
All the hands are going to be dancing.
सिद्धार्थ और रश्मिका, आप दोनों से सवाल था. सिद्धार्थ, योर सेंटर. राहुल यार फ्रॉम द फिल्मी चर्चा. सबसे पहले तो हैप्पी न्यू ईयर आप सभी को. नए साल की शुरुआत हो चुकी है और सबसे पहला मिशन जो है आप लोगों का, रश्मिका और सिद्धार्थ, पहला मिशन तो 10 दिन में पूरा हो जाएगा. अपार्ट फ्रॉम फिल्म, पर्सनल आईपी होते हैं लोगों के, फिल्म और वेब सीरीज से हटके कोई ऐसा मिशन जो 2023 में आप बहुत एक्साइटेड हैं उस मिशन के लिए?
देखिए, मैं बहुत ही पैशनेट एक्टर हूँ. मेरे लिए पर्सनल लाइफ प्रोफेशनल लाइफ दोनों एक ही है. तो अभी सिर्फ 20 जनवरी को मेरा ये मिशन है. उसके बाद अगर आपसे मुलाकात होगी तो बताएंगे आपको. Only 20th Jan मेरे को सुनाई दे रहा है.
Just the release and kill it this year. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Sidharth, what I would like to know is, first of all, happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
And the trailer is really looking like a good balance between realistic and exciting, action-packed. Playing a spy obviously comes, and more so if it's a real-life spy, it comes with its own set of challenges. Now, Indian cinema, though there have not been many espionage thrillers, the few ones that have come have been really good. And as we have seen, there have been certain spy universes. First, Neeraj Pandey was creating, whom we have worked with, and now we see the virus spy universe. Now, even though this is a realistic character, we have seen in the West how Tarantino has taken realistic history and turned it into fiction. Would you be keen, even after this movie, probably to see this grow as your own spy franchise? How exciting that would be.
Well, I would love to actually. It's a genre that I believe in, and I think it's extremely entertaining to play. Though, again, correcting the tonality of the film, this is not a James Bond character which would live on. He is somebody that would get hurt. He's somebody who would get injured. He's somebody who would be stuck and not have, the technology or always an escape plan. But that being said, separately, I think yes, there have been fictional films in our industry right now, and currently people are making sequels of it. But I doubt if we can make a sequel of this, Dada. He knows. You guys don't know the ending, but I think let's see. Once you all see the film, we'll decide if we can make a sequel of this film, yes or no.
Yeah.
Ma'am, would you like a mic?
Yeah, just give her a mic.
You can take mine. All right, ma'am, we'll take your question. Yes.
Aapka last question, the last line.
So basically, she's saying, as a viewer, she'd like to see like an action kind of poster for Mission Majnu.
जी बिल्कुल. मुझे पर्सनली ऐसे रियल लाइफ किरदार या जब कोई कुछ एक्टिव या एक्शन थ्रिलर्स कर रहे हैं काफ़ी पसंद है. मेरी उम्मीद वही है कि लोगों ने जो मैंने हाल ही में पिक्चर करी 1 साल पहले शेरशाह, जिसमें एक्शन भी था, रोमांस भी था, वो एक रियल लाइफ हीरो के बारे में थी. तो हम लोग के पास जितना भी एक्शन था वो डॉक्यूमेंटेड था. यहाँ पे एक फिक्शनल कैरेक्टर है पर एक रियल लाइफ दुनिया में है, तो एक अलग सुर का एक्शन है. बट कॉमनैलिटी में वही कहूँगा कि एक थ्रिलर एस्पेक्ट है, पर बहुत ही अलग किरदार है. तो ये नए अंदाज का एक्शन किया है इसमें. उम्मीद करते हैं आपको पसंद आए.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're not taking questions. Ma'am, unfortunately, we're not taking questions anymore. Thank you very much. You all have been a fantastic audience. And can we have everyone together for a photo opportunity, please?
th January.
Wow, what an enthusiastic audience. Thank you very much, all of you. You've been very kind. Thank you. And now we have we have the cast and, of course, the makers behind the film ready for a photo op. And please don't go away. The food and beverage is open. Please have a bite, have a good evening, and many congratulations to the team of Mission Majnu.